Welcome to City Happenings. I'm Mayor David Black. A local Parkinson's disease outreach group has monthly meetings, and it welcomes all patients and caregivers. And there's a new Parkinson's therapy being used. We'll tell you about it. Like any other workplace, city employees retire. You'll hear how City Hall prepares for this. Another apartment complex opens in our city, and we'll take you to the ribbon cutting. These stories are next in City Happenings for the week of January 19th.
Thanks, Mayor Black. There's a new therapy for Parkinson's disease patients. It's called PWR, which stands for Parkinson's Wellness Recovery. It's based on the better-known LSVT big therapy that helps patients retrain their brains.
Big movements. Any kind of the movement we do, it's a series, it uses a series of 20 exercises. It's actually 5 different movements, or 4 movements in 5 different positions. And so in sitting, in standing, in lying on your back, lying on your stomach, and then on hands and knees. So those are all functional positions. But the large and the big is just actually building an awareness and a sensory of extending all your joints and making every movement as big as possible. Because for people with Parkinson's, the basal ganglia, the part of the brain that's affected, that controls movement and size of movement, and often people with Parkinson's start to move slower and smaller. So trying to integrate to them awareness of their body of bigger movements, they feel like they're stretching way out here and they're really just, or they feel like they're stepping a huge step and it's just a normal step. So it kind of helps it reintegrate and build that awareness of more normal body movements as their brain is changed. And that higher intensity is like an effort above your self-selected pace. So not what you would say, okay, I'm walking at a good pace. It's having them work at a higher level of effort. There's actually a phrase called exercise for brain change. So it's actually using exercise, not just to strengthen or improve flexibility, but to retrain the brain, recalibrate the brain. And it's using what the most up-to-date research shows.
City Hall has seen several retirements over the past year. Mayor Black tells us how the city copes with filling the employee void.
We are very purposeful about realizing we have, I call them bubbles, but we have a bubble of employees that have been here 20 plus years to 40 years. But because we didn't grow until the last 10 years, we have another bubble of employees that are 1 to 10 years. But we don't have a lot in that intermediate area. So as the more tenured individuals start retiring, we need to make sure that the younger ones are ready to step in from a leadership perspective, and we're doing a number of things purposely around that. It even goes when we originally are selecting somebody to join the city. It's also why 2 years ago we created our own leadership academy, purposely reaching down into the organization with some people who maybe aren't in supervisory roles and haven't been with us a long time, but how can we groom leadership so as the Richies of the world retire, we have the people ready to step into those positions. We also have to do some things from a systemic perspective. There's things like the Richies of the world just did because they knew the ins and outs of everything. You start losing some of that not deep knowledge. You have to have systems in place now so people understand, hey, you need to do this because of this. So trying to take what was in an individual's head and putting that through the organization. So it's almost a knowledge transfer from an individual to an organization, and we're doing some things very purposeful around that.
A new apartment complex opens and holds a ribbon cutting.
Our board of directors and our staff would like to present you guys with a plaque for membership to our Sarpy County Chamber.
Thank you.
As well as a booklet of the ambassadors who are here today. So if you need to connect with anyone in the community, we're happy to help.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank
you very much.
Find out what's going on in our great city. There are lots of ways to stay up to date. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and information about all of our departments and programs is available on our website. For more about Papillion, go to www.papillion.org or just call the Mayor's hotline at 827-1111. Thanks for watching.